What's good, everybody? What's up, Fart Man? Yeah, I just started the stream. I might have sent it to you right now. Oh, oh. Oh, yeah, appreciate the love for the live stream last night. What's good, Mark, Power, Ronnie? Excuse me. Yeah, yo. Yeah, is that? Are you good now? All right. Yeah, leaked in the streets. Like the original I Am leaked, so that's why he had to take some certain tracks out and do Nostradamus, and yeah. Rest in peace, Betty White. What's good, Eric? Yeah, I know about that shit, Eric. Trust me. Hey, well, shout out to my girl Kaya. What's good? What's good? Yeah, that's my friend from college, Kaya. This is her first time here, so y'all show her some love. Better lyricist, Pudgy or Akinyele? Oh, definitely Akinyele. Q said, "What's your favorite Golden Girls episode?" Whew, shit. There was so many, but it was that one episode where Blanche and Sophia were fighting over a man, and the man pretty much dropped dead because he was fucking them constantly, and then he ended up fucking everybody else and shit. So I think that was like the first episode of the fourth season. Just to let y'all know. Excuse me. Jerry Maguire is the most overrated movie in my opinion. Where is my laptop charger? Oh, man. What's goody?
Yeah, what's good?
Not much, not much. Just chilling. How about yourself?
Chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm ready for these reviews and shit. Showing Queensbridge some love.
Yep.
Yeah, my homegirl Kaya, this is her first time. She's on the chat. Her name's Kaya B and stuff.
Kaya, what's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What up, Eric? What's good? Ronnie, what up? Q, what's good?
They need to hurry up and drop these physicals. That's what I'm saying.
What for Nas, the Nas album?
Yeah.
When is it coming out?
They didn't announce it yet.
What about Wreckage Manor?
I think that one may come out either this month or next month, but don't quote me.
Okay. Sam said no stupid questions, Moonflower. Oh, good.
Friends, trash, garbage, juice. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Oh, man. Better lyricist, Havoc, or Sean Price? Sean Price, for sure. Most overrated TV show? What's the most overrated?
That's a good question.
I would a lot of the NBC shows to me. Cheers is one of them. Seinfeld,
I
Frasier,
actually like I actually like those shows.
and you like all those shows, and I can't stand them.
I have to
I
go with
think
Friends.
the only no, I can't say that. I want to say the only '90s show that I liked on NBC was Mad About You.
Really?
Yes, I do like that one. Paul with Paul, what's his name?
Paul
Forgot
Reiser.
his name. Paul Reiser and forgot the girl name. Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. I enjoyed that one.
Okay.
But I wasn't a fan of like the '90s um, NBC shows. The '80s ones were good. Like Alf was good. I
I
liked
hate that
Alf.
show.
You didn't like Alf?
I
And
hated Alf.
I liked what's the other one that they had? There was another one that was good. I'm forgetting a lot of the shows, but Third Rock from the Sun I actually watched, but I watched that one in syndication though.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. Home Improvement. I watched it,
Trash.
but it wasn't like one of my favorites though. You didn't like Home Improvement?
Eh? I never liked that show. I'm not a big Tim Allen. Besides Toy Story, I'm not a big Tim Allen fan.
Oh, he was in Toy Story.
Yeah, he was Buzz Lightyear.
They have a Buzz Lightyear movie coming out this year.
I'm not claiming that.
You know, claiming
I'm
that.
not.
I thought you was a
Because it
big
was.
Toy Story fan.
I am, but see, they already did a prequel. It was a TV show called Buzz Lightyear Star Command and
Mm,
shit. Like I don't know why they're making a stupid ass movie. And Tim Allen is not even voicing Buzz.
right.
That's already a red flag.
But what has he done recently though? What has
Nothing.
he done?
I think he had that show Last Man Standing.
I never saw it.
Me neither. Yeah.
Never saw it. What the early 2000s, like the late 90s? Nah, it was different. Especially after 9/11. Like 9/11 changed everything.
Yeah. 9/11 said the party's over.
Yeah. So you know what was like the biggest difference was like remember when they used to have Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah.
Once 9/11 happened, they stopped doing that. Like it was all news 24/7.
Actually, no, nah. Because they still have Saturday morning cartoons. Like they
Not
still
not a,
did.
I'm talking about like on the local stations like NBC and CBS. Nah, they stopped that.
Oh. Oh. Well, okay. I thought you meant like WB and the
Nah,
Foxes
not
and shit.
WB. Not like the major networks. They stopped showing cartoons and it was like all morning
Right.
news and stuff.
Right, because I remember one Saturday, Disney Saturday, that shit right there.
Right.
It's like once 9/11 happened, it was just like, damn.
What about style and music and fashion? Well, like I said before, like this, the South were big in the 2000s. They were on the charts. Fashion, the fashion went from like baggy. Well, we still had the baggy jeans, but it was more about like the oversized NBA throwbacks and Nike sweatbands and stuff. White tees and all that. Harry Potter's overrated.
I agree.
I like the first three. Once they started getting older, it started to change.
So I pulled up my notes.
You love Harry Potter? What's your favorite Harry Potter, Sam? What's your favorite Harry Potter film? I think it was good when they were young. Once they started, becoming teenagers and their voice changed and all that, and the stories got darker. But like the first three, when they were like real like young, like when Harry first got to the school, that's when I think those were like the best ones.
I feel you. Well, I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Let's go.
All right, we'll skip you two. How's everyone doing this lovely Sunday night? The best night to watch us. This your boy Vanish in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Today is gonna be a double review. Um, Surprisingly, of two recent albums and shit like that. I don't think that's ever really happened on this channel before, but fuck it.
Nope.
So it's gonna be the Queensbridge edition. We're gonna talk about Styles P and Havoc with their collab album Wreckage Manor, and then after that we're gonna talk about Nas's recent album Magic 2. So of course we're gonna start with the Styles P since this album came out first. This album it came out pretty much like December 3rd, 2021. I don't know what label it came out of. I don't know, but I'll pull that up in a minute. Yeah, recently came out. Yeah, man, it's both Havoc and both Styles P doing their thing and shit like that. By this point, y'all should know who Styles P and Havoc are and stuff like that too. So I'm not even gonna waste my time talking about
Right.
locks and lock beat. So
Right.
what really happened is like they pretty much got together trying to do this project and shit like that. Cause this was announced for a while.
Was it?
Cause originally, you said what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've heard like I've heard like informed like they said it was working on some shit, but originally I heard at first it was going to be the Method Man and Havoc album,
Right. Dirty
but
P album.
yeah, but Method Man, he's doing his thing on Power and
Right.
shit like that too. I guess he got caught up and stuff like that. So yeah, man, like
But
both styles can.
Havoc been doing albums with different artists. Like he did an album with Flea Lord at the end of last year. I mean the end of 2020, and he did an album with Nice the Future last year. So I didn't hear about the album with Styles P.
Yeah, yeah, man. Havoc's been putting in work and shit like that too. And it's crazy how and you mentioned before, like he got back doing his shit after he took a little break after Prodigy died and shit like that.
Yes, he said that. He said he was depressed and like he wasn't making music for like 4 years or something like that.
Right,
And I think like when he did this project with Styles, like it brought him back, like it gave him life again, and he had a lot of dope bars on this album.
definitely, yeah, he definitely had a lot of dope bars. Originally this was supposed to have been like a 4-track EP too and stuff like that, but of course it grew into 10 songs. Um, all produced by Havoc and stuff. It definitely has like a contemporary Hell on Earth kind of feel to it. I don't know if it was
Yes.
just me when I heard
No,
this.
I definitely heard a lot of songs that could have been on Hell on Earth.
Definitely. All right, so 10 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number one. This is a track called "Fuck Around." Very, very, very dope song. Nice way to start off the fucking album. You know what I'm saying? Just them talking this shit. On some braggadocious shit, you know what I'm saying? Styles P definitely has some quotables on this one, like, know some niggas in the hood can't wait to pump this shit. Lucky I'm mature now. I don't want smoke unless I could catch the body leave town, that's for sure now. Ashton is four door now, house by the white folks. Pretty dope shit right there. And I love that beat by Habit.
This was a dope track. Love the beat. It has like that eerie, dark Hell on Earth melody. The pianos on it was dope. Styles to me killed it. He said, if you want to play the waves, know the water, meet the air too. Want to play the cave, bring the steak for the bear do. And the chorus, it was a nice chorus. I don't fuck around and fuck around with these niggas. I just fuck them, stay around from these niggas. If they cross the line, buck a pound at these niggas. The shit is like a war, cover ground with these niggas. Very dope track, a nice way to start the album off. And like from the when you hear the track, it's like, yo, like this is gonna be something that niggas gonna talk about. Like it's not gonna be like some whack beats with some superb lyrics from Styles, and just off the bat it gave you that feel like, yo, this is gonna be dope.
Yeah, I definitely hear your point about that. It's just like they didn't want to like mess around and like act like these young rappers and shit like that, trying to act their age,
Right,
showing them why they consider veterans and stuff in the game and stuff too. So,
right.
all right, now we're gonna go into "Move How We Wanna." Get another solid track right here. Definitely love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like it definitely.
This was dope. It had like a real eerie, lighthearted melody. You got like some singing. It's like weird singing ad libs on the track. Nice beat. Style saying, Sin City nigga, I'm thin, pretty nigga. Not the face, but the lifestyle. Get with me, nigga. Loved his flow on that. Another banger.
Yeah, banging ass joint. If you definitely have some speakers,
Yes,
listen to some fucking speakers and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, for sure.
All right, now we're gonna get into Fiend 4. Another dope track right here. Definitely nice usage of those strings, which gives it this hot hell on earth, murder music kind of vibe and whatnot.
Yes.
Um, yeah, definitely love that. Just pretty much talking about how one wants to achieve power and money, but he gotta like have the smarts to like maintain that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think yo, this is one of those beats that I could hear Prodigy on definitely. Like it had like
Mm,
that mafioso rap, that Godfather, type of melody, with the strings on the track, and the beat was fire. Havoc killed it. He said, "My peoples be the ones y'all worry about. When we in the building, niggas try to go hurry up and scurry out. Meet you at the door with the 404. The man didn't like me now. He gonna die for the wrong cause. Heard a shot, a long pause. By the time the paramedics came through, he was long gone." Loved his flow on that. I think Havoc actually sounded better than Styles on this track. But this definitely, like, I could, if Prodigy was alive, he would have murdered this beat. Like, it was fire. One of my favorites on this album.
yeah, I'm definitely not mad about that shit right there. All right, now we're gonna get into the track, "Pay Me in Cash." This is probably my favorite track off this fucking album, in my opinion.
Yes, yes.
Definitely an old fashioned boom bap beat, in my opinion. Both styles that happen with doing their thing and shit like that. Just talking about how they want their money. They want their money up front. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely a very hot joint.
Nice beat, nice hi hats. The bass line was knocking. The pianos. Havoc again. I loved his verse. He said, "This the shit niggas wild when it came on. Slipping niggas will make your top like a crayon. Got a slug with me, I'ma write your name on. Nicholas Cage, nigga, I'm about to take a face off. Face off, dropping like weight loss. Illuminati wildin', gotta behold a pale horse." Loved Havoc's flow on this. And there's not too many times where, like, we've talked about, a Mob Deep project, and I quote, it was usually Prodigy, the Prodigy lines I was always quoting because he always said something memorable. But
Yeah,
Havoc to me definitely, like, lyrically, he sounds like Havoc again on this project, and I loved it.
yeah. I definitely hear what you're saying about that, about this. But at the same time, I kind of felt like even Havoc had some dope lines, especially in the Hell on Earth Murder Music. If you
Yes,
ask me to,
but I think, yeah, but like, he got overlooked for his lyricism. It was more about his production on the boards than his lyricism. But, like, you listen to Infamous, he had a lot of quotables on that album, Hell on Earth. Even he had some dope lines on Murder Music. But I never really, for him, I never really felt like he was. I felt like he was overlooked for his lyricism, and I feel like on this project, it sounds like old Havoc again. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's reinvigorated.
right? You know what's crazy? I was reading Prodigy's book, and Prodigy said that he actually taught Havoc how to produce, and Havoc taught him how to rhyme better and
Yes,
shit too.
yes.
That's
Havoc said
crazy.
that. I remember Havoc saying that.
Yeah, man. Like, we definitely gotta get into the 2000s
Yeah,
discography.
and for me,
Um, yeah, I was so close to getting Infamy and Vinyl, but I had to pay off some bills and stuff like that, and plus they were
is it
overpricing that bullshit.
is it out of print?
Hmm?
Is it out of
If I'm
print?
not mistaken, I think they reissued it not too long ago
Okay,
because the vinyl was like it had like a reissue kind of sticker.
right.
So I want to say it's still in print.
I didn't know that. Right.
I know American Nightmare. I think that's at print. So
Yeah, that's the one I don't have. I don't have that one.
yeah, I have a lot of things to say. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one. But, and then definitely dope track. Pay Me in Cash.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get into 20 Gun Salute. Fire ass banging track. Just pretty much. What I got from this track is just pretty much just letting the youth know and stuff like that. Letting the youth know that sometimes it's like hard life. Like y'all, it's not always the right life for you and shit like that. And you just gotta have
Right.
heart if you want to stay in that lifestyle. So
Right.
that's one thing I got from that track. Again, Styles P definitely had killed that shit. Havoc did his thing on that one too.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Again, nice beat. The hi hats were real crisp. And right, you got that Mob Deep eerie melody sound to it. Great mic play between Styles and Havoc. Styles saying, "I come from a place where they raise him as wolf. If you fire at a man, better aim at his tooth. If the lobby too hot, put the cane on the roof. If you know the struggle, nigga, put the pain in the booth." Loved his flow on that. Solid track.
Definitely. All right. Now the next track. it's called YO to QB, which stands for
Yeah.
Yonkers to Queensbridge.
Yep.
I mean, this whole album is awesome, on the wave right now. Again, just pretty much a tribute to like their environment, where they're coming from and stuff like that. Definitely love this. Probably my second favorite track off this album.
Hmm.
I gotta be real. I didn't really pull up a lot of lyrics for this album because I was driving when I was listening to this album and stuff like that too. But
Right.
this is the one track I believe Havoc really did his thing on that one and stuff too. So
Yeah, this was another banger. Definitely enjoyed this. It, again, had like that mafioso rap type of melody, real sinister beat. Havoc saying YO to QB, QB to YO, both places sacred like the pyramids in Cairo. Niggas want beef, I tell them put it in a gyro and eat it with a dick. Motherfuckers out there mind yo. Loved his flow on that. Like again, like this sounds like the vintage Havoc from the '90s that I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to joints like more Trife Life and Still Shining, and like this is the Havoc that I miss. And he sounded great on this track.
definitely hear what you're saying about that. Now we're gonna get into Havoc and a Ghost. Very fire track and stuff like that. The beat definitely sonically sounds very different. Kind of like has more like a melodic kind of feel to it and shit like that.
Right.
Definitely a fire ass joint.
Definitely loved this track. Beat was nice. Baseline Havoc saying anyway, remember when every day was a Henny day. Now it's offshore accounts using any excuse to get away. Been writing lately, jotting down my thoughts, can't put the pen away. If my past self wrote me a note, what would the message say? Loved it, man. Like he was on. I think it's been a long time. Like I haven't heard Havoc this sharp lyrically in a minute. Like not even on his other solo projects, he sounded like this, and I feel like he was more focused, lyrically with this album.
Definitely. Next track is Good as Gold. Pretty dope track. Just pretty much talking about like family is the most important thing. You gotta always have family in your heart and shit. So definitely vintage styles, vintage Havoc. I love it.
This beat was different. This was like I feel like he was trying to experiment with this beat. Like you had like girls singing in the background on this joint. They could have used it for like a love joint, but they didn't. But it was
Right.
like real, like the beat was real melodic. You got the girl singing in the background. Um, it's like you could bump this at like 1 a.m. when you're driving, and it just had like that real late night feel to it. So it was like kind of weird how like the beat sounded different compared to what they were rhyming about. But Styles to me, he has some good lines. But I'm no longer active. Yeah, I'm super OG, but I'm packing some shit that could take out your knee. And yeah, he had a nice little rhyme on here. I just felt like the beat didn't match with what they were rhyming about. Like if you put remember Chinky, if you put Chinky on this, I could hear Chinky singing on this track. Cause she did a lot of those like singing joints when like the thug music joint on murder music, and she was on like a lot of those other joints where she would like sing the chorus or whatever.
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying because the beat is again another like change of pace for them too and stuff. Like I
Right.
kind of felt like they were definitely trying to experiment with that track.
Yeah.
So yeah. And the last track off this album. Wait, is that the last track? No, we have two more tracks. Him to Him. This is the next track. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty straight too. Just a nice little guitar in the background, that beat and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just again another like threatening kind of track. I definitely fuck with it.
Yeah, this one was another dope beat. Like it started off like a cappella. There's no beat, and then like it picks up. The beat drops like late in the track. Really eerie melody and Styles killed it. He said connected like Wi-Fi, colorful life. It's the hippie without the tie dye. Say hello to the bad guy, old school and mad high, gun in the carrot. He had a dope flow on that, man. I definitely enjoyed this track. It was something different from Havoc. It was a different type of beat that he had.
Right. Like very different beat indeed. I definitely agree with you on that. And the last track is Nightmare to Dreams. Nice way to end off this album, in my opinion. Pretty much, just them, saying, just people saying, Styles and Havoc just calling out motherfuckers and shit like that who don't understand like where they're coming from, but at the end of the day, they still making money and they still have their fan base and shit like that too. So definitely love that.
Yeah, this is the first single. There's a video for it. Thought it was a nice joint. I don't know if I would made this the first single, but it was definitely a nice beat, nice pianos, the strings on it. Style saying, "Close my eyes and I meditate, trying to find a way. Lord, open up my third eye, take the nine away. By the way, I'm in pain, I just let it hide away." I love this flow on this track. This was definitely a banger. Great way to end the album off.
Yeah, definitely. That's all of the Styles P album. Overall, this is a very, very, very good album. It definitely has that boom bap feel to it. Havoc definitely sound very focused on this project, and I definitely love Styles P coming through. I mean, even like excuse me, Havoc definitely came through lyrically too and shit like that. But I felt like Styles
Hmm.
definitely did his thing. Well, they both were neck to neck. You know what I'm saying? They both were neck to neck. So I definitely would recommend this project. I'll probably give this a 4.5 out of 10. I mean,
When I
4.5 out of 5.
when I first heard about the album, I'm like, that's an interesting collab. I never pictured Styles or any of the Locks members with doing a whole project with Havoc, and I know what Havoc could bring, and I know what Styles P could bring, and they had good chemistry on this album, and I thought the production was solid from Havoc, and it's been a long time since I heard anything from Havoc where like the album was solid, that wasn't a Mobb Deep project, and lyrically he was sharp on this album. That was like first time in a long time, and Styles is always sharp lyrically. He was great, and it's definitely like a real hip hop album. Like for people that miss that Mobb Deep sound, this is definitely an album for them because it has that Mobb Deep sound. There's a lot of tracks on here that I could have heard Prodigy on or Big Noid or Infamous Mob, and it just has that QB sound to it from the '90s, and a lot of good tracks on here. 21 Gun Salute, Pay Me in Cash, Why You're the QB. I've definitely given it 4.5. It's definitely a solid album. I'm definitely gonna be playing this a lot. So
Yeah, definitely a very solid album indeed and shit like that. Hopefully this comes out in physical very soon because I might try to. Hopefully, I can get this before
yeah,
the collection. Hopefully.
definitely we gotta get this joint.
All right, next one. This one came out of nowhere, literally. This is Nas with Magic. This came out Christmas Eve of last year. Again, it was produced by Hit Boy in Quebec. I think I only came up with like one single so far. I want to say, I think Ugly was a single.
I love that joint.
Yeah, definitely.
A good Nas album for once.
That I'm surprised about. Well, by
I'm
you, I'm
surprised too.
surprised about because I know you've done a review on this album already
Well,
and shit.
it wasn't even a review. It was more of a discussion. I didn't talk about track to track. I just talked about the whole project in general. So it was just like discussion about it and what people felt about it.
Right,
You know,
right.
this is the real review.
Yes, sir. I only came out with two guest appearances, ASAP Rocky and DJ Premier, which that I'm very surprised about too. I was like, okay,
Right.
all right.
I'm surprised.
Um, and then he did announce that King's Disease 3 was on the way, so
Yeah. Unfortunately.
intrigued on that.
Well, I don't want to say
What-
that. I mean, it might be good. It might be good. Who knows?
It's like he went back to his roots with this one.
Yes. I think that's
Like
why I
he
like
went,
it.
It had a nasty Nas feel to it.
Yes, I
Like,
think for the most part that's why I like it because it sound like Nasty Nas on this one. He didn't sound like that on King's Disease.
because King's Disease was more like the refined, I think like the more refined or more
Right.
grown up Nas, where
Mm-hmm.
but man, I think this album is like he went back to his roots. He
Right.
wanted like do it for the heads. Like this was his Jay-Z's American Gangster. This
Mm-hmm.
was his Ghostface's More Fish, in my opinion. But I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Even with the picture, like the picture is like what that got to be what 93, 94 Nas.
Hell, even '95.
That's halftime Nas right there.
Right.
You know.
Yes, sir. And it surprisingly, Jay-Z didn't come out with nothing.
That's
Not a
good.
song, not an album. Like
That's good. That's a good thing. Don't come out
very.
with nothing. You know.
He was too busy talking about his verses, foul and shit. Like,
Right.
all right. So this album has how many songs? 9 tracks, and we're gonna get started with Speechless.
Yes.
Very hot joint. Love those drums, love those beats and stuff like that. Um, what I got from this track was just like, I guess like where he's at now. You know what I'm saying? Like especially with like him owning a label, Mass Appeal. Of course, him doing his thing with the crypto dollars and shit like that too. Very very dope track in my opinion. That's where to start off this whole album.
This was dope. Definitely a dope beat. I love that eerie melody. The bass line was knocking. You got Nas saying, "Long chair in the hood, sitting comfortably. I must be insane, giving me balls, running companies. I'm done with the redundancies." You kill it. A dope ass track off the bat. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued now. Once you get me with the first track, I gotta hear everything else.
Definitely, definitely hear your point of shit. All right. Next track is Meet Joe Black. Now this one, it wasn't me, or did this sound like a diss track? Like he
To
was
who?
going after somebody.
Well, I mean, it's probably some subliminals thrown in, but they didn't mention nobody's name.
Yeah, because again, like when I heard it the first time, I just felt like it was a way for motherfuckers to say don't tempt him and shit like that. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to start. I'm not really trying to start nothing or whatever. But this was a very dope track. Like he was on his battle rap live at the barbecue kind of scenes with this one. What's
Yes.
good, Sean?
What up?
Um, very very hot joint. I love it.
Again, another banger. Love the beat. Nas saying, rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Yo, too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight. I know my way around the ring. He could have been taking shots in those lines at somebody. He did again, like nobody's name was said. It could be anybody. Could be towards the new school era. Could be at Jay. Who knows? But I didn't take it as it was this.
True, true.
And then
All right.
at the end of the song, you got the guys talking about hip hop is dead. When he came out with that album, and they're like, this nigga Nas said hip hop is dead, and what's he thinking? And at the time, people thought he was crazy for even coming out with that statement. But I think if you actually had a great if the album was actually great, it wouldn't have been so much controversy behind the title.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, hip hop is there. Definitely has some heat though. But at the same time, it was one of his weakest in my opinion, and that's coming from a
Yeah.
Nas fan like myself.
There's only about 3 or 4 songs I enjoyed off of that.
Right. Now I'm gonna get into Ugly. Very, very again, very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, just talking about, just fucking violence that's happening in urban neighborhoods and shit like that. He's talking about like black art who got shot from Mark. It's interesting he mentioned Young Dolph too
Yeah.
and stuff like that too. Yeah, very, very, very solid joint. And this is when he said KD3 is on the way. It's
Right.
just to feed the buzz. So definitely.
This was banging. Like one of my favorites on this album, man. Definitely a dope ass beat, and it has like a soulful sample, but the melody is offbeat as well. And Nas killed it on here. He said, "This is what I live for. The inventor, the reinvention. I'm reincarnated. See what it hit for. Even your mentor can get you sent for, get you chopped off. If it's a brick off, you hit a brick wall. Damn, big dog, dove in that water and got hit with a cannonball. Ugly Christmas sweater with no Santa Claus. Fire. That is the Nas that I've been waiting to hear. That's the Nas I know right there, man. That's class. That's a classic record.
Yeah, very
Loved
dope.
it.
Very dope track. Um, Now we're gonna get into 4060 building. Um, whew, another heat track right here and stuff like that. I love the line where he says they wanna run with my style, 4060 building, busting them down, and the fiends was like employees bringing customers round. Hurricane waters, niggas had dreams of flooding the town. Like very dope joint. Love that shit.
This the one line that everybody's talking about. If they don't say I'm the goat, that's just silly behavior. That's all he had to say in
Mm,
that song. That's the one memorable line in the song. If you don't feel like he's the goat, that's just silly. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's the hip hop quotable to me, man. You know,
most definitely.
I like the beat too. The beat was dope.
I definitely agree with you on that. After that, we're going to get to Hollywood Gangster. Another very solid joint right here. Probably one of my favorite tracks off this album. You know what I'm saying? You were talking about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the celebrity lifestyle and stuff like that. Definitely on like braggadocio shit. Just talking about the fashions he's wearing or whatever stuff. Like lyrically, he was kind of on his "it was written" kind of shit. It's North Escobar kind of
Yes,
shit with this one,
yes.
and
It it, it
that's
sound
one
it, it I got that too. It did sound like Nostradamus '99 Escobar in here. Like this could have been on the Nostradamus album. I'm like, yo, this sound like at '99 Escobar.
like even better. It sounds like a better version of the Bonjour track from Nasir.
Right. I agree.
Even though that's probably like the only track I like from that album, I can really play. Which
It was
eventually we have to. Go ahead.
eventually. Oh
Yeah,
man.
because after we finish the LL Cool J's and shit.
Oh my God. I'm not even looking forward to those. This was a dope track. Like he was bragging on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like he's shouting out like all the young niggas that's into like the drill music and he's saying like velour fashions, world tour jackets. I turned into a hoarder. I don't need no more baggage. Everybody lying, telling stories backwards. Like my song Rewind, install autographing. And the Rewind was like one of my favorites over Stomatic. I love that song. The way he told that story back in backwards fashion. And this was a dope. This was a banger. This was dope.
Definitely. Um, Sean said Planet Asia did a version of this track. Oh shit. Okay. A lot of love for hip hop is dead in the comments and shit. I
Yeah,
see.
I see. I don't like it.
Y'all gonna
Not
hate this
even
review
gonna.
then. Y'all gonna hate. Fuck. Um, Track number 6, Woo is for the Children. This might be my favorite song off this
This
album.
was great too. This is my favorite too.
Yeah. Just giving love, for the kids, supporting him and shit like that. Very dope. He had an interesting line where he said shoulda did that remix verse on
Yes.
Give Me the Loot for Biggie. And I heard that rumor over the years that they were supposed to have done a remix, or he
That
was
would have
supposed to
been
have
crazy.
been part of Ready to Die and shit, but
Yeah.
shit happens. He was originally also supposed to have been on OC's Word Life album.
Right.
Damn, that would have been
That would
crazy,
have been
but
crazy.
right. So definitely a very solid joint. You know what I'm saying? He had like a lot of dope lines on this one. Like meanwhile he balances challenges, hard to keep himself paid. It's so hard for him, even though his talent is God given and shit like that. Very, very dope shit.
This was one of my favorites. Nice acapella track, real soulful. Um, yeah, he had a lot of dope lines on you. You even gave a shout out to ODB. He said I should have
Yes.
had Grammys. I should have had Grammys when Dirty said "Woo for the children." They label me a sinner because I left with they soul. There's nothing real. There's really no other feeling having that type of control. Special, and I love the chorus. Special like my classics. Special like my listeners who have attachments to my old style won't let me pass it. That's me. I have an attachment to his old style because that's the Nas I want to hear. I don't want to hear King's Disease Nas. I want to hear Illmatic and It Was Written Nas. I think that's the Nas that most fans that grew up with Nas in the '90s miss about him. You know what I'm saying? Like we might still support him with anything he comes out now, but the real Nas fans miss '90s Nas. You know, and I'm one of those fans. But I definitely enjoyed this track, and I think if they had a remix with Ray and Ghost on here, they would kill this track
That
because
gotta come out.
that has to come out. Ray and Ghost was good at like those acapella soulful joints. You know, like Heaven and Hell. Love that track. You know, Hollow Bones is like one of my favorites from the W album, and I think if you had Ray and Ghost on a remix, that would be crazy. Definitely would like to see that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Um, After that, we got Wave Gods featuring ASAP and Primo. Um, this one was a very dope joint. You know, Primo. It's kind of interesting because this was like the first time that, well, minus the posse cut between Kanye, Rakim, and Karis won the classic. This was the first time that they worked with one another since Stillmatic and shit like that. Which
Right,
I kind of wish it was a beat though, but
right.
I'm grateful for what I got. I'm just gonna be real with you on that. But very, 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 very hot joint. This one. Um, I have nothing really against ASAP. He did the thing, but I kind of felt like this should have been like a Nas solo
Right.
and shit like that. I mean, he did his thing on his track, but Nas just came out kind of strong and shit. But I kind of got why he appeared on it and shit though too. So yeah, man, very, very, very solid joint. I love it.
Well, the beat. I mean, when you hear the beat, it sounds like a Gangstar beat. That could have been like a joint from like the beat for like my steez or one of them Gangstar joints. It sounds like a Gangstar beat to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe that's why he got Primo on there. But it was dope. I like the sampling of like CL Smooth was sampled and Snoop Dogg and Raekwon on the track. ASAP had a nice verse. You got Premier on there, not saying, damn, I used to hit the block hoping they see me. Watching video music box sitting close to the TV. I was inspired by Houdini and Cool G. Got my first pair of J's, thought I was toothy. So everything in that line is like he's telling you like he grew up on video music box. Shout out to Ralph McDaniels. He grew up on Houdini and Cool G rap. Got his first pair of Jordans and he thought he was Michael Jordan. And that's the Nas I want to hear, man. That's vintage Nas on this track.
Definitely. And speaking of gangsta, I think one song he said some shit like him and Hit Boy, the new generation of
Yes,
Gangstar.
right. That it was on this track. He said that.
Oh, it was
And
on this track.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going that far. Yeah, y'all not getting far.
Yeah, I love Nas and shit, but I'm like,
Nah, never.
let's not get carried away. All right, next track is The Truth. Um, Pretty much, just him giving the young rappers advice and shit like that. Not chasing after these scandalous females. Invest your money and stuff like that. Very, very, very solid joint. Love it.
Yeah, this was dope. Nice beat. Now saying, my one foot on the curb, one foot in the Lexus. My style is eclectic. Eat you pussies for breakfast, then I offer refreshments. Fire. Love those lines on this track. Nice bass line. Banger.
Hold up, Power. You said Nas was supposed to be on Can I Live? Really? I never heard that.
Can I live from?
Reasonable doubt.
Oh wow.
I heard he was supposed to. Jay Z wanted him to do the chorus to the Dead Presidents track, but
Right. It never happened.
yeah, Yeah, I never heard
Jay,
the "Can I Live" story.
Jay was too busy fucking Carmen. That's why it never happened.
Stop.
Uh,
Shit, super ugly. Anyway, the last joint is dedicated. Pretty much, just vintage Nas, just being humble, but his career, talking about, black history and stuff like that. Juneteenth, Juneteenth being a holiday and stuff like that too. Very, very, very dope joint. Nice way to end off this album.
yeah, this was dope. Again, it had like one of those soulful samples with it. Nas saying everything come back like a boomerang. I'm black like Paul Mooney slang. So you give a big shout out to Paul Mooney, rest in peace. A great comedian. And this was a good way to end the album off.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. All right. Um, Overall, very dope album. I won't be surprised years from now I would call it among one of his best or whatever and shit like that. Very solid album. The production definitely had that throwback boom bap style and whatnot. Hit Boy and Nas, 3 times in a row. Nas dropped two dope albums, in my opinion, two dope albums this
Ah,
year. So, huh, I would give it a 5 out of 5, but I'm not gonna say it's classic. I'm just gonna say it's a very good album. Shit.
I was pleasantly surprised when I heard this. I was because I did not like those first two albums with Hit Boy. I didn't even know this was coming out. This was like a huge surprise, and I was hearing it and I was skeptical hearing it. I was like, could this be actually a good Nas album with Hit Boy? And I wasn't disappointed. And I think every track on here was banging. And he had the fact I love the fact that he brought Primo back in on this album, and he had ASAP Rocky on this album, and this was solid. This was not. I'm like, this is a Hit Boy album that I could bump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know yet what's Hit Boy's signature sound, because I don't feel like all his stuff sound the same. So it's kind of hard to get like a read on his production style. Like does he have a signature sound yet?
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
um, this was good. This was tight. Like this is, you know, Nas is proving a lot of people wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen Nas this focused at all. Like he usually took like 2 3 years off to come out with an album, and he's dropped three albums, two albums last year and one before that, and he's coming out with KD3 this year, and shit, he might drop another album, he might drop two albums again. Who knows? Like he's really on the grind right now, and I like this album. It was solid, the production, the songs, the bars as always. Woo for the Children, Wave Gods, Ugly, Hollywood Gangster. Those are my favorites. So I'm giving it a 4.5. I definitely feel like it has replay value, and it's dope.
Definitely. I just sent it, Eric. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit more before I eat. Pitbull was a
Two.
part of. You said what?
So we two great albums of last year. Top five in my opinion of last year.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, really, Ronnie. Havoc like is just now coming out of hibernation after Prodigy's death, so you can't even compare the two. Best voices in hip hop: Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss, ODB,
Cold
Lord
187.
Lord Have Mercy from Flip Mode Squad.
Yo,
What's up?
What's good?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
What's up, man?
yeah, man. What you been up to?
I was watching this Orange Ball game on Friday. My brother, I was going to the national championship next week, so we got to get ready for that game.
Right.
I think it come on Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, next Saturday. So we got to get
Yo,
pumped up for
What's
that.
good?
What's up, Sean?
man, yeah, man. Nas and Hit Boy went 3-0, man. I know they a lot. Yeah, I mean, I missed the nasty Nas style too, but them mine was on fire. You know,
Hmm.
how's y'all New Year's New Year's Day.
It was great. It just
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
good.
great, but we had a sad tragedy happen with the Mac, aka Mac Gillum dying. That
Right.
was the only thing that was like real bad about it. You know.
Yeah,
And they just really came out of nowhere, just to start off the year. Like, it was just real fucked up. He died at the young age of 88. And so I wasn't really expecting that, though, but, I guess it was a brother time. He's a legend when it comes to, like, the black exploitation movies and stuff, you know, and other things he did throughout his life, you know.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs right quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
no problem.
Right.
But yeah, I was in the comment section. You guys were like talking about like I mean the I think it was like the last track
Uh-huh.
about him giving advice to rappers all that. I mean like Nas. I mean I hear you. I hear you. That was great advice, but everyone knows he have bad taste in women, man.
He
So we
does. You
already
think he
know we have
does?
to stay clear.
He has bad taste in women.
I think I think he was talking about them saving their money and trying to take some of their money away for investments and stuff. Like, every nigga ain't perfect when it comes to like their women and shit. So it don't surprise me that he made mistakes with certain women though. But it could have been worse him getting slapped by Beyonce Sister in the elevator and stuff though. But we ain't seen that yet out of the ass though. But I think he was just trying to tell some of these young dudes to like, once you're getting all this money, do something with it. Just don't be spending it on jewelry, these cars, and these hoes and shit. Like, that shit is like not valuable and stuff. That shit depleting value over time. Like, if you're gonna invest in something, just invest in something that that'll last you for a lifetime.
But Ronnie said favorite Hit Boy song that he produced for Nas. I don't have a favorite yet.
I got tons of favorites,
Most
man.
bro, say answer crazy
I
question.
like Hit Boy is from like the IE. He's from Cali, so
Mm.
I've been fucking with Hit Boy for about years. Now I'm gonna keep it real. The song that I absolutely hate from Hit Boy is Niggas in Paris. That's the shit I
See, and
absolutely I
I
was
like that song.
man that shit man I was like man that
I didn't
shit
know he
was
did that.
garbage.
I didn't know he did that.
Which one?
Niggas in Paris. I didn't know he
Yeah,
did
he
that
did that
one.
one. Yep.
That
Yeah,
one is
that
like,
shit. Yeah, that
I
shit was
like that beat.
yeah,
Ding, ding,
It's simple for a
ding,
team.
ding,
You know,
ding.
yeah. He did
yeah,
Niggas in Paris.
that's like for the club though. So
right,
a lot of niggas probably wouldn't like that, but you know how Jay Z is when it comes to like standing up with these new kids and stuff. He gonna try to stay trendy and shit. I mean look at his hairstyle. He out here looking like a Rastafarian now. So he been changing throughout the time, throughout his whole career. Not to say that he can't do that, but like
right.
with this nigga's hairstyle and him trying to stay relevant with these kids, like people know who Jay Z is. So, but sometimes he just go a little too far with it.
Right.
Mhm.
Man, yeah, Niggas in Paris was a no for me. He got overplayed. Listen, I'm
His
in
He
favorite
did.
LA,
song
bro.
for
You don't understand. Like this is before I actually got fully into like what I mean, being ahead and shit. I was like, I mean, listening to radio like a casual. What I mean, like a poor
Right.
casual. So I'll be
Right.
listening to radio. I'm like, damn, okay, this song got played 5 times already. Okay,
Yep.
give me the next song.
That's what they
Later
do.
on the afternoon, 10 times.
Yep. Yep.
And also, I was like a big time Kanye West fan. I'm like, shit, I fuck with Kanye, but the song get overplayed like over 20 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where's the other songs? Can you guys give me some other
That's
variety?
what they.
You
That's what
guys
they
got
do.
played over about 5 songs, 10 songs. You guys can't even play none. You only play about the same song over 10 times. I was like, man, fuck this song. Man, I hate that fucking song. Shit, Watch the Throne got played nearly every single day on radio.
Right.
Over here, it's crazy. It probably not happened over there in New York or North
Oh
Carolina.
no,
Over
it
here,
it happened
yes,
here.
it gets played almost all the fucking
I
time.
haven't listened to radio in 25 years. Like they always did that. Even in the 90s, they were playing, all about the Benjamins like 1,000 times a day.
It's all about the
You know what I'm
Benjamins,
saying? So
baby.
we know about that. Like radio is just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit was
I
annoying in the
know
month.
listening to it, then some of the shit these niggas saying now, like at least they got a
Right.
box to it. He's doing this thing all about the video, so.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll be surprised what these niggas are playing nowadays on radio. So, you
Yeah,
get out
because
here starting,
no one
like
doesn't
radio
listen
station.
to radio these days anyway. So
Yeah.
unless of course it's interviews. Nas and Nicki Minaj, one of the biggest examples why I don't listen to that nigga when it comes to women advice. You pick that
He was
classic,
just hitting that, but
man.
That was a drive by.
he was just hitting that.
Man,
He just did a
Nas
couple
is
times
better
out
than
of
this. Like, okay, like,
that was a hitting too. Like everybody knew what that was, man. They was
Yeah.
heavy.
man,
That was a
I don't care if it's for attention. I don't care if it's for like some type of record deal. Do not be damn with a plastic ass broad. You know better. Like shit.
that
I
was a
expect
booty call.
every time I'll be expecting with Nas, like Nas be on that philosophy shit. I'll be feeling it. But at least like they something that actually relate what you saying you per word. You know what I mean? Plastic ass
They did.
broad.
I know they did a music video together too.
Yeah.
Man, man, all that music politics. Like I'm a fan. I don't give a damn about all that. Just
Not just him, but like that shit was serious.
shit was garbage when I see that shit.
Just like when these rappers be passing these hoes around like fish and shit, they just throw them back in the ocean. They find another fish.
Right.
Man, I mean, I get it, you know what I mean? They catch the fish and throw the fish in the ocean, but how many times though? How many times you have to catch the same fish? Sometimes you want to catch different fish all the time.
Right.
Where's the other varieties of fish? The fish doesn't have to be silicone and made out of clay and ass cheeks built looking like ostrich eggs. Like at least get a fish that you know what I mean that's different from the rest. Like I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's talk about Alexa. She's still trying to find the
Shit. Favorite TV theme song? Shit. Family Matters. Bel Air. What other shit I actually like over there as far as favorite themes? What's the name?
Dennis Lopez.
Huh?
But instead, she's like, you know what? You know a lot. I recognize you, Alexis. Why are you here? You should be teaching. And she says there's a supplement at PCU. All she needs to do is pass the background check.
Hip hop
That's
died in the 90s? Who told you that?
I'm talking about any TV thing, like any TV thing.
Being an art therapist for children at a hospital.
You said what?
You said Moonflower said hip hop died in the late 90s? No, I disagree. I don't know what you're
Hip hop
talking
did
about.
not die in the late '90s.
Nah.
That shit was fully,
You must have just been born yesterday then.
bro. The entirety of the underground scene was booming over the late '90s. I
You still
mean,
had Rough Riders out here doing that thing. You had Alex.
mainstream wise, it died. Well, somewhat. Like I'll say it degraded, but outside that, like the underground scene was booming.
But you still have variety though. Even if you didn't want to listen to like the mainstream shit, you had niggas like DMX, you had 50 coming up, with the Power of the Dollar album before he got signed. You had a lot of variety. You had Dennis, you had a lot of people. So you just can't say hip hop died in the 90s. You still had dudes out here putting their own style out. Niggas are still doing different shit. It ain't like nowadays when you have 50 dudes doing the same shit. These niggas might look different, but they might have the same type of style.
But that's because like right now everybody everyone looks at this rap game as like for money. Like it's like, hey, you know what I mean? If everyone could do it, then I could do it. That type of way, you know. People
Right.
think, like this shit's simple just because you put 808 beat and
Yeah. Niggas nowadays think they can do anything since the skill has been brought down to a T. Like back then, you actually had to have talent. You actually had to go to niggas up
No.
there at radio stations and spit bars and shit. You actually had to go to niggas neighborhoods to battle and shit if you wanted to
Even
get some shit.
even with Puffy coming out and blowing up with No Way Out, there was still classic albums when even all that was out. So I
Yeah,
don't
and y'all
blame Puffy. I don't think Puffy killed hip hop.
forget 1998. Y'all got the Rough Riders. Y'all got
Hmm.
Volume 2. Y'all got
Right,
Aquemini. So I don't understand this
right,
whole hip hop died in '97
exactly.
nonsense.
99, you
You
had
got
Most Def, Black on
ATA
Both
in
Sides,
96.
classic album. Murder
Rough
Music,
Riders
classic
Chris
album.
Lady.
got the Black Alicious albums.
Right.
I never
You
cared for
got
Black Alicia.
Chris
Oh,
Brown's Capital
like
Punishment.
Black List. Well, actually,
Exactly.
I'm from here, so I'm kind of
Black
biased,
Alicious was
but
dope. They were dope.
Never cared for them.
yeah, it was one of my favorites. The most overrated TV shows. There's a lot of overrated TV shows. The Bachelor.
Seinfeld,
Bachelor's a little
Friends,
overrated.
The Bachelor.
Um, what else?
Home
Gossip Girl is
Improvement,
also
Ass,
overrated. Shit,
Barbecue.
other shit that most people type overhyped. Some other reality TV shows like Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip
I mean, I
Hop.
would say garbage more than overrated, but I could say that is overrated too. Um, other shows that uh, yes, yeah, like
Memphis Bleak coming of age.
man,
Mm,
man,
It
please,
was
man.
alright. It was
Someone
alright.
did
Fire.
not
I
listen to Memphis.
mean,
Fire.
Well, I
It's not
mean, of
great.
Fire.
course, people did listen to Memphis
In my
Bleak. You
opinion.
know, I mean, people did listen to Memphis Bleak, but not like the way that a lot of people think it to be. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's particularly because of Rockefeller's reputation, not because of
Yeah.
Memphis Bleak reputation.
yeah.
Yep.
Pers-
You
personally,
doing some shit, you know.
I'm more of an understanding nigga than coming of age was his
I like
Confessions of
both of
Fire.
them.
Understanding was my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite song
I
of
gotta go back
Memphis
and
Bleak
listen to
has
I
always
gotta
been
go back
Dear
and listen to
Summer,
Frank
man.
Fede.
That's about it. That's my favorite song, Dear Summer. That's my
Yeah,
favorite
some.
song from Memphis
It's
Bleak.
Jay-Z stuff,
It's
man.
not even his.
It's not
That's a
even
damn
Jay. He
It's on
started
shame.
his
putting it
album,
up.
though. It's on his
He
That's a
album.
started
damn
putting it on his
shame. When the most
album.
I ain't
recognizable
Dear
I would have been
song
Summer.
like,
is
okay,
not even your
Uh,
song on the album. That's a damn shame.
yeah, I
mm-mm.
didn't even want. I
And
would
the
have been
nigga's
like,
supposed to have
I would have been like, okay,
retired.
you want to put.
Right?
I'm like, okay, dude, you want to put this on my album though, but I think if it was gonna be on your black album, you should just put it on your album. Like, damn, dog, like, what are you doing?
It definitely could have been on the Black album. To be
Yep.
honest.
Yeah, that
That's the
should
problem with
actually be on the
and
Black
that's the
album.
problem with certain record labels and stuff. Now you have niggas who's supposed to be bosses all on these dudes' albums and stuff. How you think these dudes supposed to get their signs when you
Right.
all on their fucking album? Like,
Yep. I
fuck out of
agree.
here. You already know what you can do. Let these other artists do something. It's like if you all on this dude's album and you got a shitload of features, how is this an album when you got like
Yep.
800 dudes on the album? It's basically like a compilation album.
I agree.
Like you might have 3 or 4 songs by yourself. The rest of the album is collaboration.
The crunk era versus the mumble trap era.
Crunk.
Shit.
Punk Hell Fire, way better.
Yep.
Well,
The crunk era at least is more entertaining. I could say that the crunk era is
Right.
more entertaining, and plus the fact at least the
Look,
niggas don't look
look,
fruity.
I really wish I could go back to that time, man, because me growing up in Athens, the whole Atlanta team during that time, you still had Ti, you had Crime Mob, Pastor Troy. You had a lot of those dudes out here still putting that Atlanta town. And you had dudes from Memphis with 3 6 Mafia. You still had dudes out here putting out fire work though, man.
Right.
Atlanta
yeah.
is not really the same no more when it comes to their music. Like the whole trap sound has just changed so much. Like dudes ain't really getting it like from the grind no more. These dudes just glamorizing all this foreign shit when they ain't really keeping it to Atlanta town. You got dudes acting like they doing something for Atlanta, but these dudes ain't really like come with that new sound or just basically do something that's different than the other dudes, you know?
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because like
in some
because,
way, shape, or form, as far as like the trap sound, like there's like different versions of it. Like even with Zaytoven, people think Zaytoven was from Atlanta, but he's actually from the Bay Area. you know, so
Right.
there's certain things like as far as the sound, it's not always like in that city. You know what I mean? That shit came in the Bay Area, and Bay Area and also the South has a lot of history as far as the sound, also the sharing independent game. So
true. Because like once like Crunk started snapping, like once you had niggas like them franchise boys, um, what's that one? D4L. That was when it was just going downhill. Like I like the Lil Johns and the fucking
Yeah.
three
yeah,
sixes.
Lil John,
And
man,
even when those dudes came out,
Lil
everybody
John
had
was really good.
a style of
Lil John
music
was
that motherfuckers could still could do. You know, even though dudes were doing that shit, motherfuckers would still listen to them. Like you just can't like clown dudes like Will Smith for putting out that type of music. Motherfuckers had different variety of music that
Right.
different cultures would listen to. If a nigga could tell you, hey, you put this type of music out, if it fits this type of style that Will Smith was doing, and if he can sell 5 million records off the type of music that he want to do, then I don't blame him for doing that. Like if motherfuckers is feeling him and they like the shit, I don't blame him. But like when you have dudes out here doing this bullshit and they think they doing something just because you ain't selling physical media like you used to, it don't mean you can get a big head. Like back then, you really had to actually sell like physical copies and stuff. Like I can only imagine a certain type of artist from this era to go back in time and sell those type of records. Let
Right.
alone try to talk this big shit now just because they go golden, and let alone them trying to sell over 1 million copies of this
Right.
format.
Right, man. What's up, Doogie? What's up, Frederick? Why did
You know
Doogie
what's up,
five?
dude? Long time no see, brother.
What's good?
Yeah. Too short or E40? Definitely too short. I'm more familiar with a lot of too short than E40 to be real.
I like more E40 than Too Short, but I like both of them. But before anything, RP to Tracks a Million. He passed away. He's a an influential producer in the Bay. So
Rest
he
in
passed
peace.
away today. So
Damn. Please tell me it's not COVID.
no, it's cancer.
Oh, that sucks even more.
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
Yeah,
Okay, Frederick, loving the Southern hip hop. A masterpiece, Ghetto D. Of, ooh, Frederick, damn.
Ooh, damn, dog. Damn. Why
400,
you say that,
400
Freddy?
degrees.
God damn.
I'm gonna have to go with
400
400
Yeah,
degrees.
degrees,
I'm gonna have to
but
go 400 degrees, but
Ghetto D got the better beats.
400 degrees. Master P.
oh yeah, speaking of Master P, I got the OG copy of the Ice Cream Man. This shit
Yeah,
probably as fuck too, man. Like No
yeah,
Limit, for
I got
niggas
that
to be
shit too.
talking shit about No Limit though, they sold over 75 million records. You know, so if a lot of niggas want to talk about their label being, legendary, so let's see how many records you can sell in a short span of time if you want to be legendary status like that. You know, say what you want about Cash Money and No Limit, but them dudes was doing their thing. You know, at a
Right.
time when motherfuckers don't put no respect on the South. You know, we see what happened at the Source Awards when Outkast won. You know, so I
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
mean
Eric.
track
around that time the
is
South
like
still had something to say.
Yo, Eric. What did you think
But
of What did you think of Master P's 99 Ways to Die album? All right, Kaya. Have a good night, girl.
I ain't Kaya.
speaking of the album, he was coming up. And I got that. It's not the OG copy though. I have to go back and listen to it. But the thing I remember about the album is the OG album cover with him holding the two guns on it. And so, like the first time I saw that, I was like, this dude is saying something. You know, he's coming from his own side. You know, he was coming back from the Bay Area, working with the West Coast Bad Boys, and I think he put that album out around that time. I had to go back and listen to it a couple more times and stuff, you know. Because in my case, I got like a 600 no limit, like records and stuff on CD, and you know how much no limit albums gonna be.
Talib
Ooh,
Kweli
Cedric.
versus Def.
Nobody,
Most Def.
Fuck Talib.
Oh man.
nobody talking about Killer Cedric,
I
man.
mean,
Every
I'll take you
Cameron album,
on. Even though Tyler did diss me on Twitter years ago, I ain't gonna front.
He dissed you too?
What do you say?
He dissed me too.
Yo,
All right.
wow.
Basically, basically, the dude. Okay, basically, you know how like these rappers be dick riding on the nerd demographic. So I basically
Yeah.
said like, hey, bro, like not everyone has to respect. Well, everyone has to be liking every single person. You know what I mean? Not everyone likes everybody, but they have to respect the factor. And you know what I mean? The dude just got angry at me for saying that. And
What the
his
fuck is
wolf.
wrong with this bitch ass nigga?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's and Tyler Quali is one of the first rappers I listened to. No lie. He's one of my first
Same.
rappers I listened to, and also I always give Tyler Quali this respect. But when he dissed me on Twitter, my heart got shattered. I'm like, damn, my nigga, I was a young and I was listening to shit. I was,
Yo,
what I
Sean.
mean? Like, it's
He
just
he he
crazy.
dissed
Like
he dissed my
it was.
friend too.
Bruh, I was like, bruh, I didn't even say nothing wrong. He actually followed me too. And then after I said that, he not only unfollowed me, the wolves actually insult me and shit. Now I insult back, but I didn't even, I'll be talking about shit. But otherwise though, it is a crazy thing, like Tyler. As far as lyrically, even before that shit happened, I always said Most Def is better. You know,
Oh, most definitely.
always better. It's gonna be always better. Uh, what other question that they asked about? Most Def versus Fife Dog. I like Fife, but he's not better than Most Def. Everyone
I,
knows
I
that.
I have to go with most dev. I love Five though, but
Yeah.
Do I like Gangstar? Yeah, I like Gangstar. Guru is also one of my favorite rappers too.
hey,
But
Biggie,
yeah,
if I had to choose, I'll go with Pepper Hayes, but Killer Season is a very underrated album out of Cameron Discography, you know.
hey,
Tyler
I
Leaf, man.
I I have to pause this for 1 second. Doogie 54. How did you get your name? I'm just curious right now.
Well,
I'm
What's
just
wrong with his name?
there was a hole.
Yo.
It disappeared just all of a sudden, and it just something came out, and it was 5-4, and you know the rest.
most deaf is forever gangsterlicious to me. Okay,
What the
Boondocks reference.
whatever game? I mean, that's the wrong reference to be honest. That kind of disrespectful, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Uh, yeah, Jasmine Taz albums underrated, especially like the first. I'll say in my opinion, the first two. The first two, it actually was good.
I agree.
I had some issues with every Jasmine task after the first one, but the
Yeah,
second one.
the first one to me is like the best one out of all, but the second one is actually good too. The other two, I might
It
have to
got too
read
R&B.
Neo Soish.
Yeah, like especially like Jasmine Task 2 was good, but it wasn't great because it had but it had some R&B songs. Then Jazz Task 3, it was okay, but it was like it was not jazz at all. But everything after that was just
Right.
trash.
Yeah, like he was trying to like mix with the what I mean with some more of like the grittiness of hip hop and stuff. It also wasn't really sounding that good. Maybe I had to re-listen to that, but the first one always had been the dopest one because it actually was perfect. Like it actually fit his style.
Yeah,
If you would
and
continue that and also enhance it, it would have been a great series. But do I like Boy Meets World from for Sean? Yeah, I like that album too. For Sean is also
Uh,
really dope.
Yeah, underrated.
Way better than
Literally.
Saved by the Bell.
I like Saved by the
Uh,
Bell.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I I like it, but I kind of got tired of it after a while.
I guess. Basically, you
Um,
just feel like it's like the Friends of the era. It's like at that time it's kind of like Friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disrespect Saved by the Bell like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Uh,
yeah.
Hell on Earth or Murder Music? Hell on
Hell
Earth.
on Earth, man.
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go with him.
Well, in the place, and I think Scott's not going to
The
return.
money music prices.
Hopefully, we're going to put his podcast back again. God, the Gridlock family is just so unlikable to me. I hate them. Now, since Sunny had no home, he decides to go to
My
Charlie.
wife
What
is
does a
dead.
rap?
Nope.
Dante is there with him coming in there,
Okay.
discussing Sunny's feelings for Nina. And Dante is smart
What
enough
does a
to show
rapper needs to in order to be claimed as one of the goats in this genre?
then
Number
he'll
one,
go in
have classic
to
albums. That's the number one thing
just
you
in
have to
time
do.
offer him
Number
a
two,
ride.
classic
So,
verses.
I'm
Number
sweating.
three, have a
One
great
true
catalog.
with Sunny and Nina.
And
That is just a bad
number
moment. As if
four,
we're not already enough bad moments with Betty White dying on the last day of the year.
I don't know
Like,
what number four is going to be.
horrible.
I'll say like feature verses or whatever,
Although there's part of me
but
that's like, I'm
like
where
if you at least got about two, three of those
I
out of them, then you'll be part of the goats.
Right.
Not every goat got a good catalog. I'll say it like this: Game got a better catalog than most of the rappers that I always envision as like among the greatest.
get off the
But at the end of the day, if you have classic albums and then you're very influential, you'll be a part of the game.
looking at Drew like a dog looks at human food from underneath the table.
Oh, for being an MC. I mean, shit, that's true too. But the 101, man, the 101.
Trash.
No comment on this, man. No comment.
I never looked at it like that, so I don't know.
I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, shoot, it's good if you're a female around the time watching that show. That's about it. You know what I mean? 101, not for me.
Even the theme song is just low budget. One on one. Oh, come on, man. I never liked that
I
flex. I
mean,
was saying that.
it was like 2000. It's kind of like 2002, 2003, or maybe around maybe later on. I don't know. I don't remember this show, but I do. What I do know is not for
Yeah, I
me.
don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I can't even tell you what was going on around that time with Dan Foods and television. All I know, I was watching 106 Park. That's about it. So, I don't know. The
Yeah.
BET Uncut. So, I can't tell you any of them other shows after that. You say,
The wood over love in basketball. I don't like
All
neither
right.
of them. I ain't
this is everything
I don't
moving.
like neither of them.
Wow.
Love and basketball, man.
Thank. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, the wood is good, but 11 basketball. Oh my god. Thank you.
Wow.
I don't
Oh
like
my
none of
God.
those.
This nigga here. Yeah, I miss 106 Park too, man. I miss Rap City too.
The Hughley's is
And then,
decent. Hughley's is decent. Bernie Mac is obviously classic. You know what I mean? Still watch it this day. Do I like rock music?
yeah.
I mean, I'm getting my foot in there. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting my foot. I'm trying my best. You know what I mean? In order to be open minded, because You know, if you there's certain rock songs I like, you know what I mean? Since I'm always been a wrestling fan, you know, I do like some rock sounds, especially that
And
Kane
that shit,
theme. So
university, that shit goes to different planets. You know,
shit, I mean, I actually
you'll
listen
be
to
surprised what
jazz
you
and
like
shit.
once you hear it and stuff. Cause I just don't want to listen to hip hop music all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes, y'all.
No problem.
Any jazz
Yeah,
people? Sure. We
I'm a
we
jazz guy as well, man.
we discussed John Coltrane, one of his albums, a couple months ago.
Yeah, I was over there. It was
Yeah.
excellent.
Miles Davis. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, we got some more shit coming after the break.
Yeah, man.
Moonflower was asking Sean, did you go to MySpace in the 2000s?
Hell no, I wasn't even allowed to even go over there, man.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Do I
No,
still have my Do I still have my MySpace active and shit?
You
nigga,
said
my
what, yo?
face upload like the AOL dial up. This shit ain't relevant no more.
Wow.
MySpace was the shit.
It was.
Yeah, before everything getting like, um, what is it called? Censored. You know what I mean? See
Right.
everything getting censored, shit, yeah, you know what I mean? People have a right to speak
I
about
wouldn't even remember this
whatever they
shit.
need to
I
say.
barely wanted to get on Twitter before they banned that nigga. Yeah.
Yeah. Belly Two was terrible. I
Yes,
definitely
sir.
agree
Your
with you.
belly too is trash. They should just stuck with the person.
That one of the worst hood
I don't
films
know what
ever.
the fuck the game was thinking. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ass. I like both of them, man. It just depends on what you like from both of them.
Lincoln
But yeah,
Park, yeah.
rest in peace to Kevin Gates.
Hey, if y'all want to listen to a jazz album, uh there's like a guy that I listen to. He's from Compton. What's that guy's name? I can add it. Shit, I need to look it up.
State Property 3.
Oh God. No. And two was enough.
This property key is not coming out. If it
Nah.
was, this shit should have came out. But
Hey,
I think they should have ended it at 2.
the guy name is Ryan Porter. Like he's actually dope
Okay, I'll
from
check them
Compton.
out.
Yeah.
I gotta get back into listening to more Flying Lotus and shit. I need my brain to explode and shit. But that motherfucker is sick.
Ronnie, I fuck with Weather Report.
Yep.
I actually like the new Candyman. I'm not even
That was
gonna lie.
good. I like that one.
I just can't tell the only see the movie for it, so I can't get my opinion.
What shows do you miss on BT? Rap City,
Do you say?
um, Top 25
Definitely.
Countdown.
You see, I said, well, never mind. You see, they didn't every week doing that stuff. It's cool.
I miss 106 in Park, but don't bring back Terrence or Roxy.
Right.
Oh, you hate them? You hate them?
AJ and Free.
You said
I mean,
what?
I thought Terrence and Roxy was decent. I mean, it's not. Now,
He was
obviously,
eye candy, man. You get that after the play, you know. So, I mean, they
Terrence
really
was
cares with it.
over. Terrence overhyped, and
Uh-huh.
he's not a good interviewer. I'm gonna be
And
real. Like,
that nigga Wesley wanted to whoop that nigga's ass back then. That boy Wesley was about to stump him out. He was top blocking. He was trying to get up in Rocky, man. I think Terrence was hindered at the time, you know. That nigga Wesley came on there, you know, with that southern tongue, and that nigga Terrence got a little moist, a little hot about that, you know.
Oh man. Don't bring
I
Bow Wow
miss the
back.
freestyle battles too.
oh God, please. Anybody but him. Mr. 106 and Park. Mr.
This nigga
Mr.
said
I think I should be honored at the BT Awards.
he won an award. For what? What did you do?
Lifetime Achievement. He wants a Lifetime
The
Achievement
fuck out of
Award.
here. For what?
He did it, man. But like, he's cool. He ain't all that.
A
Though, but he
lifetime
did it,
achievement
man.
award for Bow Wow? For what?
I mean, they could have gave him that though. I think he deserves an award, but not
Oh my
some. I
god.
mean, it's a fucking BET award. Do it really matter? It ain't like
No.
it ain't like it's an Oscar or a fucking Grammy or something. Like it's a
Give
BET award. It's like the equivalent to a Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award right about now.
well, give Nelly one first. you
Nelly
know,
deserves an award, motherfucker. You told the shit like that. You
give
comparing Nelly to Bow Wow.
give Nelly one before Bow Wow. You know.
Thank you, sir. You my nigga, man. I need
All
you to
walls
go
dope.
agree with something.
Bubba Sparks pass.
You said Bubba Sparks trash.
Oh, wow, my nigga, man. Hell yeah, Paul Wall. Him and Chameleon, him with those collaboration albums with Chameleon, man.
Paul, what was dope?
I need,
Well,
I need that color change to pick CD. That shit fire as fuck.
Oh, was alright.
Oh, Nelly got one already? Well, they running out of people to give an award to then.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
damn, who's the
Nelly did
entertainment? They
get.
gotta give
He
some
got
of
one.
these niggas these garbage can awards, you know? Nicki Minaj can't win female rapper of the year no more, you know? So they gotta give it to somebody else.
I mean, shit. I mean, Jada Kiss already, I already know what Jada Kiss did around the time. He
Right.
actually
Jada Kiss is rapping with everybody.
outside
You
fucking
know, you
Bubba
don't need to tell
Sparks.
that Jada Kiss got on,
I still will not
especially on
listen.
mixtapes and shit, you know? So, you know, Jada Kiss mixtapes better than some of his albums, you know?
Nicki split ties with BT.
Well, good job for Nicki Minaj. It should be alright.
Me, I'm gonna call it a night, y'all. I'm about to get me something to eat.
No
But
problem.
this has been real as fuck.
Alright.
Um, Tuesday when it come back, we actually want to do a rock review, and it's gonna be Nirvana's first album, not Nevermind,
Right.
Bleach. Really cannot wait to talk about this one. Then,
You just toss it. you,
I mean, it's on my.
It's just nothing.
You mean Kiss the Gang goodbye, dude?
You said what?
I like the Kiss the Gang because they didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm. You said Jadakiss ain't got no classic.
Hey, yeah, Jay Kiss got no classics. Shit, I'm a big time Jay fan. I said that nigga got no classics.
Ah, I guess I'm the only Kiss the Game Goodbye. It's a
Yes.
classic. Guess I'm the only motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, man. Even I would not go over there, man. Like shit. Even though the Locks actually roast the shit out of fucking Dipset in that versus battle, I ain't gonna lie to myself. There's none of that shit had classics, man.
It was
If
good,
you,
but
I mean,
if you-
I've always said that even before the fucking versus battle, it's way better than the
that's
overrated Kiss of Death.
that's his classic though. That's his classic. It's not better than Cuban Link or Ready to Die.
Well, I'm not
it's
saying all
even
that.
better than Gangsters,
Nope.
like Gangster and the Gentleman. It ain't
Nope.
better than that album.
Nope.
Oh, Gangsta. Oh, nothing's topping Gangsta and the Gentleman. Nah.
Yeah,
Like
over
Styles P's first two albums alone was shit all over Jadakiss's. That's being real.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hey, if J Kiss would have gone with Styles Lane, he would have gotten classics already. But he cares about that pop records, you know. He wants to have that pop appeal. He wants to say you want to have the same success as like Biggie after on Life After Death. I said, bruh, you're not that type of guy.
Right.
Shit. Yeah, man. But hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see. Yeah, we know Jadakiss was on Main Source's second album. Fuck What You Think. back when they were known as like the Warlords or some shit like that.
The Warlocks.
Warlocks, yeah.
Warlock.
All right, but thank y'all so much, Try and Sean, Eric, and everything.
Thank y'all
Hope y'all
for the great review
That's what.
today, man.
always, always. You know how we always do. Shit. Hope y'all have a good night and a happy New Year.
All
Peace.
right. Peace.
Okay, peace
Peace.
out, y'all.